Welcome to the Stizzy Chronicles. I'm Stizzy, and on this channel, I chronicle my life as an RV newbie. Now today's video is going to be another DIY project. I'm going to be setting up a propane kit. With this kit, whenever my propane runs low, I won't have to worry about breaking down my site and moving my RV. I'll just have a portable propane tank that I can disconnect from the RV, get refilled, and then get back to living comfortably in my RV. Now, since I have a Class C RV, it actually has a built-in propane tank, which is here. Now, right now, I'm stationary. I don't want to have to move this thing in the event that the propane runs low. I do have a portable tank that I purchased a while back. Luckily, based off my propane use, I haven't had to use it, but just to prepare, I want to go ahead and get this kit set up. Now, I've watched a few videos on YouTube. It seems pretty quick and easy, which is perfect because I'm outside right here with a lot of bugs, a lot of things flying at my face, and I really don't want to be outside very long. So let's hope that this project is as simple as it appears to be online. What I'll need to do is set up this kit here. Comes with this piece here, which is going to allow me to hook up 2 different hoses to it. The kit also comes with the additional hoses, and then it looks like maybe some hooks to keep everything organized. Now, from what I've seen online, good old-fashioned YouTube University, setting up this kit shouldn't take too much time. It should be pretty simple. I will need to remove this here, which is just plastic. This is covering up the regulator. The regulator is what actually obviously regulates how much propane goes into the system. This is the tank itself, and this knob here is currently open. I am gonna close it. There we go, other direction. And that stops any propane from entering in the regulator and then into the RV. Once I get this plastic piece removed, I'll separate this nozzle and the regulator. This piece right here, this port, this adapter, whatever it's called, will then go in place here. All of this will get moved over, and then I'll be able to use one of these hoses to connect to my tank, the portable tank that I have, as well as, let's say, like a propane grill. I'll be able to hook that up because there's 2 slots here, or if I had like a propane fireplace, that's also something that I could hook up. As of now, I'm only going to be taking advantage of one of the ports and hooking up just the portable tank itself. Now, the first challenge is getting the rivets. There's 2 of them detached, so I can move this compartment that's covering up the regulator. Okay, so let's see if I can get this popped out. Damn. Not too bad. All right, we got 1 out, so 1 more left. And this one is in the back, so I ain't got as much space up here. Hold on a minute. Maybe I'll Oh, there we go. Second one's out. But I may have lost it underneath the RV. Oh, found it. And that's the second one. Now we can go ahead and move this. Why are you fighting me? Why are you fighting me? Well, okay. So closed, make sure this is closed. This is indeed closed. And then I will need to loosen this piece here. And since this is fighting me so much, I might just leave it as is. And then this generally should be, there's a spider in there. There's a spider. Spider, where'd you go? Spider, where are you now? Where did you go? Oh, okay. It's too much nature going on out here. Okay, so now I know I should be able to take this part off, but it is definitely fighting me. Come on, lift it up. Come on. There we go. There we go. And that is just a piece of plastic. And this is to protect the regulator from the outside elements. But as you can see, this thing is pretty dirty, so it's not protecting it completely. And this here, this is the piece that I'm gonna need to unscrew next up. And it is apparently what they call, well, it's backwards. It's a left thread is what I kept hearing online. So instead of our usual righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, it's the opposite way around. And I will need to actually go in this direction, twist it up in order to loosen it. The good thing is here, it actually says tighten, go down. So I'm happy that they are giving me a cheat code. All right, bucko. What size do I need you? A little bit bigger. Now, at this point, it is possible that some propane is definitely going to come out of this because there's still some propane in this portion of the system. But what's important is this is closed, and as you can see, I keep making sure so nothing's coming out of the tank that's attached to the RV, but there's still some in this line. Now, another way to kind of get rid of the possibility of propane coming out would be to actually clear up the lines. If I was to go inside the RV right now and turn on the burner, that would just get all the rest of the propane that's in the system. But everybody else in their videos, they just went ahead and loosened it up. So we're gonna do that. And I'm gonna make sure it's closed one more time. All right, cool. And since this is a lefty thread, I'm going up. Oh, there we go. Ow, I felt that loosening it up. Ew, okay, don't panic, don't panic. I smell it. I smell, can you get away? Thank you. Don't light a cigarette. This is not the time. Okay, so now we have it. And then we're gonna have that piece that's gonna go in here and push it back. And that is how the kit is set up. Now we have a little port. We got this little protective piece, and then this is similar to what we just saw on the regulator. This is gonna go in here, and the regulator goes in there. And then I have 2 ports to pick from. And it came with like the little, not electric tape, but I guess tape of some sort. But they said you don't really need to use that, so I won't be using it. Alright, so let's go ahead and start twisting it down. Start tightening these bugs. Get away from me. Leave me alone. Ugh. I'm actually going to try to aim upward, because one concern that I have is, depending on how I put this in here, it's going to affect how the hoses are hooked up. Because I want to be able to close this. I don't want to have to keep it open. So if I was to have it like in this direction, the hose that goes here, it's not going to really have too much room to move around. May have a little bit. But what I'm hoping to do is the hose itself, I'm probably just going to kind of feed it downward on one of these sides. That way I can close this. Because as you can see, it's already dirty as is. So let's try to keep it clean the best I can. I'm going to go ahead and push this back a little bit, angle it up. Give me some space back there. Now I'm just going to go ahead and tighten this, going down. It even gives me the cheat code. Thank you very much. Let me just get this thing correct. Probably would be easier if I used the one that wasn't adjustable, but hey, we're going with what we got. I cannot. These bugs, y'all, these bugs. Ugh. Trying to get you in position. Let's go ahead and tighten it up. Let me make sure I got all my pieces first. I actually came with some tools. Obviously not for that piece though. What was the point of this? Why'd y'all send me this? This don't fit on here. Okay. Is it misleading? Isn't really the easiest tool right now. Maybe it's just me. There we go. Okay. It's gotta just be me. Tighten it up a little bit. Say the hardest thing right now is me just holding the dang on tool. Okay. There's that spider. There's that spider. Can you go? Can you go? And why are you missing the leg? Or a few? 1, 2, 3. It's too many. It's too many. It's too many everythings out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 legs. Can you go that way? Thank you. Like, no, go that way and stay that way. Spiders, snakes, everything around here. There's gotta be an easier way. What other tool can I use to get this right? Sir, spider, stop it. Okay. Hopefully this thing don't bite. What is it? It's clearly me. Maybe I need a smaller one. I'm about to go get it. I think I have a smaller one somewhere. Dang it. That's frustrating. Tools. Something else. Now, I was originally planning to go smaller, but this was what I found. Okay. It's working out better, that'll do. You more, so this doesn't move. And they say don't get too crazy with tightening this, because I guess it's brass, and brass isn't one of the stronger metals. And that's getting better. Definitely getting better. Keep moving on me. Why you keep moving? Stay still. Alright. Seems to be nice and tight enough. Now, let's see if I'll be able to get this back on to continue to cover the radiator. Looks like, yeah, we can get that back on and possibly just get one of the rivets into one of these holes. But before we do that, we gotta test to make sure there's no leaks. Now, to test for leaks, there's a few things that you can do. I do have this detector, but if you don't have one of these, you can always just get some soapy water and just spray everything. Spray all the places that can be disconnected, detached, and if you see any bubbles, that is where the leak is. So let's start off with this. And this also will let me know like a general idea if there's something leaking, and then I can still always go to the soapy water to help pinpoint where the leak is coming from. But I do need to just wait for a little bit, let it do its little countdown. I am going to turn on, open up the tank. Oh Lord, all these things on bugs. Alright, so now with this, if there's any leaks, this will start beeping. It'll detect a leak. And this is good. It's not detecting anything. This is a good sign. Good sign, good sign, good sign. I'm also going to give it a little time just in case. But as of now, we're doing pretty good. From my understanding with this one, even though that's open, it shouldn't be a leak because there's something that needs to be pushed down in order for the propane to come out. This one, if I unscrew it, more than likely it's just going to release propane. But we don't appear to have any leaks, so this is good. This is a good sign. And then just to be safe, I'll go ahead and spray some soapy water all over this. If we see any big bubbles, then we know we're in trouble. Alright, this is just dish soap and water. Okay, well, that'll work. Alright, and literally you just spray everything. And if you see any big bubbles, that means there's a leak. Might as well clean this off while we in here. Shoot. Okay. There's another way. And I still see no leaks. Now I'm just cleaning stuff. Because good Lord, it's dirty in here. Okay, so the first part is complete. Now I gotta hook up my actual portable propane to this and make sure that has no leaks. Ah, dang it, more critters. There's critters everywhere. Like a little caterpillar or something is doing something. Something fuzzy on the thing. Okay. Okay. Ugh, critters. Let's see. Now we have our two hose options. How long are you? Down there. Okay, now this one I think is actually for the propane tank. And then this one, which goes to the top, this is for, you know, like a grill or something that runs off propane. Now, which side do I start off with first? Oh, this side. Because I know they said that this doesn't move. All these bugs, y'all. I'm losing my mind here. Okay, let's try to get this off. You see, let's turn this off first. I'll close it. Close it back up again. Try to save all these pieces that are intended to keep it clean when I'm traveling. Gotta find a spot to put everything. Okay, now when we put this in, will it? That's the thing, yeah, I gotta spin everything, including the hose. Okay, righty, tighty, lefty, loosey. I think this is the, there we go. This is back to our regular thread. Whole hose gotta move here. Bugs, you don't even need to be in my space. There's plenty of air out here. Okay, and I think hand tight is enough. I don't think there's any need to actually use any tools. I'm gonna go ahead and get you in here, and it tells me what direction to tighten it. Fantastic. Okay. Okay, now the next test, making sure this thing has no leaks. Okay, so we're gonna keep this off because we no longer want this tank to fill or go into the RV. We want this tank to fill the system, and when it goes in, is in here through this little extend the stay or whatever it's called. It's going to go through the regulator, so that's good to know. Now they do say for anything that you attach at this top end, such as gas, you know, propane gas grill or something, that grill needs to have a regulator, because the regulator for the RV is here. Once bugs, leave me alone. You will need the regulator on whatever additional accessory you have, because it's not going to make its way through here. But anything going into my RV, it will be regulated, so we're good to go. So we're going to go ahead and open this up. And we're as tight as we can get. Oh, I'm going the wrong direction. Hold on. All right, that's tight. Open you up. Okay. So now we are filling the RV. Get my little tester. Now I do smell propane right now. So I gotta figure out where that's coming from. And see if that's just a temporary thing or something to be concerned about. Oh, with this thing, it has a little timer, so I gotta just wait till it counts down from 30 before I can use it to test anything. So nothing leaking from there. It's leaking from here. Okay, so we will need to tighten you up. All right. Turn this off for the meantime. All right. Maybe this does need to be tightened a little bit with some tools, which is probably why they gave me this thing. That's not for you, so it's for use here. Alright, is that enough? I'm gonna use all my soapy water. Oh, I got a little bit left. For bubbles. Any bubbles? Oh, I gotta turn you back on again. I do see a bubble. I do see a bubble here. Okay, don't quite see any bubbles now. Okay, let's try again. I think that did it. I think that did it. We did need to use this to tighten it up a bit. But I don't see any more bubbles down here. Well, I mean, I see bubbles, but I don't see like bubbles being blown. From the looks of it, we should be good to go. I think that might have been a success. I'm gonna test it one more time though. Okay. Now we're good to go. But one thing that I want to do is, now that I have this set up and everything's pretty much cleared, I'm actually going to turn this off again, unscrew this, and actually feed the wire down and out so I can keep this closed. And what I'd really like is to be able to store this way back there, but I'm gonna have to get a longer cord in order to do that, longer hose. I just feel like my male dog is going to pee all over this. Plus it's kind of just in the way because I usually have my trash can here, my recycle here, and I really don't want this. I'd rather have it underneath the RV where it's really out of the way. But we'll look at getting the longer cord, longer hose later. In the meantime, I just want to go ahead and be able to close this up. Now I do also need to figure out what I'm going to do, how I'm going to get this cover back on. Okay. Still have the rivets. Let's see. Obviously only one of them will be able to go on. Let's see what we can do. Okay. Piece in the back. Okay, that's good. That's good. Get a rivet in there. Trying to find the hole that was there before, the one that was in the back. Where'd you go? Uh-oh. Well, it's possible I can't reach that. Okay. This just might just stay as is. I don't know how much moving it'll do without it being not necessarily screwed down, but put down with this little rivet here, because I don't really have access to the hole. Yeah, I would need to actually put a new hole in here. And I don't necessarily have the materials or the tools to do that. So for now, this will do. We'll be stationary for a while. If by chance I hit the road and this thing goes missing, then I know I shouldn't have done this. I probably should have actually bolted it down somehow or used another rivet. We shall see. I mean, it was already dirty, so I don't even know if this thing is even helping. At least it seems like it'll stay. It'll stay put. Okay, now turn you off. Tighten, tight, go the other way, loosen this up. A little bit of propane that was in this hose is being released. I can smell it and I can hear it. Feed it like this. Close it, but since I did just move this back, now I gotta test everything again. Okay, make sure nothing comes out anywhere. Leave me alone, please. Tighten you up. Get you back. Alright, make sure you're tight. Okay. You're still tight. Make sure the regulator didn't move too much. I don't know why that thing keeps moving every time everything else moves. Tester back on. We're gonna try one more time. And this stays closed. Nothing's leaking. Nothing's leaking there. When we open. Okay. I think we're safe to go ahead and close that. Voila! Now, this will have to sit for now. But in time, we're gonna find a longer hose for you, get you out of my way. Now this will be our current setup for now. Before we get too excited about this project actually being complete, I gotta go inside and make sure everything's actually receiving propane. Now here inside the RV, the things that run off of propane would be the stove, the furnace, and the hot water. So those are the things that we can test to make sure that it's actually working the way it's supposed to. So we can start off with the easy thing, and that's a good sign. I'm gonna let that run just to make sure it's actually running with no issues, and it is indeed. Then hit on the water heater. I can hear it. All right. That's good as well. And since that's on, I just need to wash my hands. I mean, it won't get hot that quick, but maybe I get a little bit of something more. I'm gonna go ahead and leave the hot water on because I will need to wash some dishes. But I'm also gonna go ahead and make me some yum yums. Since I am here on the ranch, I get free range chicken eggs. So boom, I'm gonna go ahead and make something with some eggs in it. And then also the mayhaw jelly. It's so good. If you have not had mayhaw jelly, look into it. It's something that generally is produced out of the southeast of the US. So a lot of people in like Florida, Louisiana, like Georgia, that area know about it. But I know that even if you're not in the southeast, you can still order it. Check into it. I sent some home to my mom. She said it tastes like apricot jelly. Now, I've never had apricot, so I don't know, or at least not apricot jelly, so I've never tasted it to confirm that. But if you've had apricot and you haven't had mayhaw, that's probably a comparison that you can take to decide whether or not you want to go ahead and give it a try. But I love it. I love the jelly. I pretty much put it on any and everything. If I'm making Eggos or waffles or whatnot, instead of using syrup, I'll just actually put the jelly on it. If I make like an egg sandwich, instead of butter on the bread, I'll put the mayhaw jelly. So good. And then here are some good old-fashioned straight out the chicken eggs, straight off the farm. They've already been cleaned off. Other benefits of working on the farm or working on the ranch, besides, of course, the sheep offal. What we gonna make? What we gonna make? So I got some turkey bacon. Guess I can go ahead and make some turkey bacon, some eggs, and since I just talked about it, some Eggos. Not some Eggos, but some waffles. I keep calling them Eggos. They are not Eggos. And I still haven't actually set this up yet. I'm still trying to figure out ways to get this set up inside this compartment where it'll be safe. So I'm not really using this. So to make my waffles, I usually just put it on top of the burner. It's not the best way to toast it. At least I haven't figured out the perfect technique, but it works. Thank you for joining me on another episode of the Stizzy Chronicles. With each DIY project, there's one less box in the RV and more space and opportunity for me and the fur babies. If you're currently working on a DIY project, share and tell us about it in the comments. If you enjoy this, be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.